we have ourselves some new Dark Angels, including their lovely Codex supplement, all the data cards, all that lovely stuff that comes with the new Codex. Very pretty cards. And a new starter box. Now, ironically, this to me is one of the better starter boxes. You have yourselves the beginnings of a little force here. You've got yourself your Primaris Intercessors. You've got who I'm guessing is the Sergeant of the Primaris Intercessors with the Dark Angel upgrade kit, aka the Funky Sword. You have an Interrogator Chaplain, which is very thematic. And you have those jump pack Primaris dudes. Can't remember what they're called. Oh well. And a Redemptor Dreadnought. This actually works quite well for Dark Angels. It's actually thematic, which I'm kind of surprised about, considering how the previous boxes have been a little bit hit and miss. But, yeah, I'd call this a pretty successful starter box. If you bought 2 of these, then, yeah, I'd say you have the beginnings of a little army there. So, not half bad, GW. You're starting to get better at this. I'll never be that keen on Primaris, but hey, if you want to start a Primaris army, then this isn't a bad shout. And it kind of works for other armies too. Like, if I really, really wanted to, I suppose, it would probably work for Black Templars, Salamanders, a whole host of other armies, really. But then again, this is Space Marines. You just have to ignore the Dark Angel details and just carry on. And a couple t-shirts are coming out too, which is, always cool. I like my merch. Merchandise is fun. And the Blade Guard veterans. I do love these models. Their detailing is really nice. I do like the Storm Shield designs. I like the fact that they look a bit older and more grizzled. Love a Space Marine with a beard. It's just neat. And the power swords look pretty cool. And yeah, I'm happy with that. A random dude wiping his blade, that's fine. I think it looks way better without the Chaos icon on it, because frankly, why would a Space Marine be wiping his weapons with Chaos iconography? That's just weird. But the dude with the Storm Shield on his back, that kind of makes me chuckle. Guess he's just hoping no one comes up and sneaks around behind him. And if someone comes in front of him, well, he's kind of screwed. Trying to get that in front of you in time, yeah, that's gonna be pretty tricky. And then, of course, you have your Eradicators, the Assault Melter Guns, which is all kinds of ridiculousness in my personal opinion, but hey ho, it is what it is. You now have a really specialised anti-tank Primaris Space Marine unit. And, they'll murder heavily armoured troops quite happily. Just don't stick them into close combat, whatever you do. And the detailing is pretty awesome. The little touches are nice, such as the different power pack trade-in that you can slot in. I'm... It's really weird for me, because as much as I'm not a big fan of Primaris, I cannot deny that the models do look good. But then you have this thing. The Storm Speeder. It's just a Primaris tank that flies. I mean, really, it just looks like a flying Primaris tank. And, well, sure, I guess. I mean, I suppose... no, I was going to say if you wanted to have an all-out Repulsor Tech Primaris army, you could do it, but that's technically not true, because the other land speeders are piloted by, normal Space Marines, Firstborn, as they're now called. And, so yeah, I just find that a bit weird. Also, that guy with the top turret, he better have some pretty impressive cotton buds in his ears, because he's going to be deaf. Then you have this more interesting thing. The Psychomancer, a Necron individual who plays around with people's minds. Essentially a guy who likes to screw around with your head, which I kind of like that. It's an interesting new model, and it's an interesting new take for the Necrons. I actually rather like that model. And the skull little design hologram thing is pretty awesome. And we move on to Diachasm, where we have Kagura's Ravagers. I do like the Chaos Warband models in here. It's a little bit not Slaneshi enough for my liking, but as Chaos Warriors go, they look pretty badass. So I'm happy with that. And they would just make fantastic models for not just Warcry, but, if you're playing D&D and you need any particular goodies or baddies, then convert these and use them. They will make fantastic models. So that's our current previews. So it's pretty neat all round, honestly. I think the the Blade Guard veterans are my favourite, followed by the Diachasm, and then the Dark Angels. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Check me out on Patreon, Instagram, and Facebook, and I hope to hear from you all soon. Take care, everyone.